This is a rock on Mars, and right in the middle, those dark spots could be the remains of ancient Martian life. At least, that's what NASA suggested in September 2025. It might be the clearest sign of life we've ever discovered on the red planet, inside a rock collected by the Perseverance rover. But what exactly about these spots points to life on another world? It's complicated, but today, we're breaking it down. First, the location, the Jezero crater, where Perseverance touched down in 2021. NASA didn't pick this site randomly. Billions of years ago, this basin was likely a lake, fed by a river flowing from the nearby highlands, a river that left a clear gap in the crater rim. That gap is precisely where the rover landed, because if life existed on Mars, this was the prime spot to find it. But finding it wasn't easy. After 3 years of exploration, Perseverance spotted one strange rock poking out of the sand. What makes it unique? A dark, repeating pattern across its surface. NASA calls the tiny specks poppy seeds, and the larger markings leopard spots. Scale matters here. Even the bigger spots are just 1 or 2 millimeters across. The life that created them? Tiny microbes and bacteria, far too small to detect directly. What we see are their traces, fossilized evidence of life. In simple terms, these dark spots are likely ancient Martian poop. Or at least, that's the best explanation scientists have right now. After spotting the mysterious pattern, NASA immediately put Perseverance's robotic arm to work, firing up its full suite of scientific instruments to investigate. Early observations revealed that the rock is sedimentary, formed over millions of years as a river deposited layers of minerals into muddy ground. Over time, these layers compacted, and when the river dried up, the mud hardened into stone. On Earth, sedimentary rocks often preserve fossils, trapping plants and animals in their layers. What's exciting about this Martian site is that it contains some of the youngest sedimentary rock ever found on Mars, about 3 billion years old. That expands the window for a habitable Mars, and suggests that life on Earth and Mars could have been developing simultaneously in similar conditions. Perseverance even captured a self-portrait in July 2024, with the rock front and center. A small white circle marks where the rover drilled and extracted a sample that could one day be returned to Earth for deeper study. NASA's findings so far are startling. The rover detected 2 iron-based minerals, vivianite and greigite, inside the leopard spots. On Earth, these minerals are typically produced by microbes feeding on decaying organic matter. In other words, they're microbial byproducts, tiny traces of Martian poop. And while Mars didn't need dead animals to feed these microbes, it did have the building blocks, organic matter. Here's a mind-blowing fact. 96% of your body is made from just 4 elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Mars has these same elements, concentrated in craters from asteroid impacts. And this rock? It contains a significant amount of organics in the same spots as the leopard patterns. Combine that with vivianite and greigite, and you have both the ingredients for life and its byproducts. It's tempting to connect the dots, but NASA is careful. They remain cautiously optimistic, not claiming proof, and there's good reason. Back in 1996, a rock from Mars found in Antarctica appeared to contain fossilized life. President Bill Clinton announced it as such. But later analysis revealed the worm-like fossil was simply the result of water interacting with the rock, not biology. Mars is tricky, and the team knows better than to jump to conclusions. Having the president announce fossilized aliens, only for it to turn out to be a weird-looking rock, isn't a good look. NASA faced a similar situation 20 years earlier, with the Viking missions of 1976, the first American landers on Mars. Scientists were eager to find signs of life. They scooped up Martian soil, added water and nutrients, and watched for CO2 release, a potential byproduct of microbial activity. For a moment, it seemed they had discovered life. But the excitement didn't last. Chemical reactions like vinegar meeting baking soda can also produce CO2 without any biology involved. And the Viking soil showed no organic material, the building blocks for life. The result? Inconclusive. Astronomer Carl Sagan famously said, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." That's exactly the approach NASA is taking with the leopard spots. Since their discovery, scientists worldwide have rigorously tried to disprove the alien life theory. The latest research includes an impressive roster of experts, reflecting the scrutiny this claim has undergone. Right now, there are only two other plausible explanations for the spots. High-temperature reactions. The spots could have formed if extremely hot water, packed -200 degrees Celsius, interacted with the rock. But Mars is cold, and vivianite, a mineral in the spots, can't survive high heat, ruling this out. Acidic water reactions. Prolonged exposure to acid could theoretically form the spots. But the rock contains olivine, a mineral that doesn't form in acidic conditions. Eliminating this scenario by process of elimination, alien microbes are the only explanation that can't be disproven. That means, for the first time, we can confidently say, life probably existed on Mars. This changes everything. Life is not Earth exclusive. It doesn't require a rare cosmic lottery. All you need are the basics: liquid water and organic matter. Anywhere in the universe where these ingredients exist, life could exist too. But, and this is important, we still can't claim 100% certainty. The evidence is compelling, but not complete. Mars has secrets yet to reveal, and the story of alien life is far from over. There's only so much perseverance can tell us from Mars. It's a mobile laboratory hurtling through space, but it can't do everything. There are countless tests we could run on the leopard spot. Rock, if only we had it here on Earth. But we don't. And it could be years before we ever do. So far, Perseverance has collected 27 rock cores from Jezero crater and its riverbeds. Each one is carefully sealed in a metal tube and left on the surface, waiting for another rover to pick it up. The plan, eventually, a future mission would gather these samples, launch them off Mars, and deliver them to Earth for in-depth study. But Mars sample return is complex and expensive. Right now, the U.S. government isn't footing the bill. NASA has the experience, but even the best plans need funding. Enter China. They're planning their own Mars sample return mission, set to launch in 2028 and arrive back home with Martian rock in 2032. And now they know exactly where to find some of the first solid evidence of extraterrestrial life. Not that it should matter who gets there first. This isn't a race. It's science that could change everything we know about life and the universe. NASA is tantalizingly close, yet just out of reach. The challenge isn't impossible. The resources exist. What's missing is the collective will to commit to a long, risky project that might fail and stretches beyond a single election cycle. Maybe that's exactly what we need. A reminder that NASA science is worth investing in, because the first real evidence of alien life could be sitting just a few million miles away. The truth is out there. All we have to do is go get it. Thanks for watching. If you found any issue in my video, then leave a comment. I will solve this issue in my next video.